On this edition of Carolina Insider, one city council candidate is preparing for the upcoming election. Plus, learn about the student organization that wants to change the stigma around sexual assault. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and welcome to this edition of Carolina Insider. I'm Vania Ibanez. Our top story, transgendered service members are suing the government for reversing a policy that allowed troops to serve openly as transgender individuals. This reversal would mean current service members could be discharged for being transgender. U.S. District Judge Colleen Kohler-Cotelli wrote Monday that transgender service members would likely win their lawsuit and barred the Trump administration for the reversal. That's not the only policy the new administration has decided to reverse. In 2011, new guidelines were put in place under Title IX to ensure more protection for victims on campus. Research shows 1 in 4 women are sexually assaulted on college campuses each year, and that's likely no different here at USC. Kylie Jones explains the effects of the new policies.
It may look like an ordinary kickball game, but it means much more than that to the players. A student organization called It's On Us used this event to kick off its fall week of action for a cause.
Mainly changing the culture and reducing the stigma against surrounding victims.
Launched in 2014, It's On Us is a national movement to end sexual assault. Organizers founded a chapter here at USC 2 years ago. Emily Martin is one of the co-directors, and she says the organization has given her the outlet to share her story and change lives one at a time.
As a survivor, I've been really looking to It's On Us to go and help other survivors because I know I wouldn't be able to do what I am today without It's On Us.
But survivors like her at USC are concerned that the protective climate on campus is about to change. Recently, U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos proposed to change the way sexual assault cases are handled on college campuses. DeVos believes that the accused have too much power and the accusers deserve the same sorts of rights they would get in the criminal justice system.
The reaction of the first person that you tell that you've been sexually assaulted pretty much seems to set the trajectory for your healing.
Dr. Rebecca Caldwell is Director of Strategic Health Initiatives at USC's Student Health Center. She also advocates for survivors with the Office of Sexual Assault, Violence Intervention and Prevention. She thinks USC already handles cases in a very even-handed way and doesn't expect to see much change.
We'll continue to, be part of helping students find their way and advocating for them in those policies. But I think the spirit of really caring about sexual violence that has been the heart of how USC has responded, I don't think that can be changed personally.
And that's assuring news to the leaders of It's On Us, who are committed to giving survivors and their supporters the tools they need to stay strong and stay in school.
And so really I'm looking towards the education part of it because you can change everything through education.
The education to change campus culture and reduce the stigma around sexual assault. Kylie Jones, Carolina Insider.
With no race for president, you may not even realize there's an election happening this coming Tuesday. But here in the city of Columbia, there are 2 seats open, and one city council candidate is taking on a longtime leader. Candidate Chris Sullivan Sr. and his team went out to canvass Soda City Market downtown over the weekend, hoping to score more votes for this Tuesday's election. Sullivan is running against Sam Davis, someone who's held the office for 20 years. But Sullivan feels that it's time for new leadership.
Fresh leadership means a new perspective. Currently in our city government, we have 63 vacancies in our police department. Over 100 fire hydrants don't work in our city properly.
If you're registered to vote in the city of Columbia, polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. this coming Tuesday. Here is a list of the candidates and the offices they are running for. With so much competition, one student athlete has every reason to be cocky. Here with this week's Cocky Spotlight is Christine Takash. Christine?
That's right, Vania. Volleyball player Michaela Shields had an opportunity to strut her stuff in the Olympics. Shields, a sophomore, was selected to play for the under-19 U.S. national team this past summer. Shields follows in the footsteps of several former Gamecocks that played in the Olympics, including her coach, Shonda Cole. Cole was a Hall of Fame athlete at the university and played several years overseas while making the jump from the under-19 Olympics to the National Olympics in the same summer. As for Shields, she hopes to one day follow in her coach's footsteps.
I would love to be a part of something that big. Like that's amazing for me to be able to, that would be amazing for me to have that opportunity. And I hope that if the opportunity arises, I will definitely jump at it because that's really a once in a lifetime opportunity.
That's all for this week's Cocky Spotlight. Back to you, Vania.
Thanks, Christine. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. See you back here Wednesday.